it'll show Lucas. It is in the picture. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Pam.
Let's get a little bit more here.
I can see him. We're going to do the giveaway and the question and answers. 46 years we've been together. We would have been on sooner, but we had a lot of company in and out today. How you doing, Tammy? Are you going to be in the drawing? I got your name in there. Thank you, Pam. We decided instead of going to do anything or, you know, get ourselves something, we'd just give a little giveaway away and answer questions. If anybody has any questions about us, we'd love to answer them. Hi, Mary, Allison. We're doing pretty good. For him being 80 and me 62, we're doing pretty good. We still act like children. Thank you, Mary. I got your name in here. So we had our grandson come over, and then our granddaughter's boyfriend, and then his sister came, and then after while she was leaving, my daughter came, brought us some little goodies for our, what is it, anniversary? Snacking TV. Well, thank you, but we're just not really dressed up or anything today. I think I know what it is, Mary. I think we took a shower. Hi, Vicki. How are you? I got your name in here. Is there any questions you guys want to ask us about ourselves? You know, over the last 46 years? It's a lot. Turn it down a little bit. Hi, Brenda. How are you? Wait for see who's going to get on. If they don't get on, we're still going to draw names, and all I need is the address by private message so that I will be able to send it. Hi, Brenda. I'm glad you're doing good. So we got 7 on. So while we're waiting on some to get on, let me see here. We will show you what we're giving away. Okay. So we're going to start, you know, this is one of the items that we are going to be giving away. Like I said, we decided to give away something instead of going out. So this is a brand new Tupperware bowl with the lid. It's a that's a bowl. You can stick it in your thumb in that and stir or whatever you want to do. So that's a bowl. Okay. This, yeah. Okay, this is a little, we call it. It's Tupperware. This, okay, here's the handle. It's a little midget Tupperware. Here's your little, I thought it was the cutest thing. Did I put that in there right? I didn't, did I? Well, I'm gonna have to try to get that out. This you put in your handle, and it's a little whip. Okay, it's a little whip. I'm supposed to put it in that way, and I think I put it in different. This is a little peeler. Okay. Hi, Natalie. We love you too. Hi, Cindy. Anyway, that is your little peeler. Okay. That is your little grater, okay? So these are little, but they're just handy. You know, the handle fits right into your hand. Hi, Vicki Brooks. And do your little, you know, your any kind of grating that you need to do. So then you just take these off and put them back in here. And set them on your counter or wherever you want to set them. I just got them like the day before yesterday, or what was it, Friday, and for Tupperware. I thought I would really like these, and I do. I love them. But I'm getting my counter that my husband made me. I'll show it to you. See what he made me there? See how full it's getting with stuff? I've already got dehydrated stuff. I was going to put this on there, but I just can't. I can't keep it. So it's going too. This is going to somebody. Okay, this will be with this red Tupperware bowl. It's little, but it holds a lot. And I use one for my little gadgets to put them in, as you've seen on top of the Tupperware, or the microwave. So, okay, that is an item right here. That's one item. And this is an item, and I have two of these. Two brand new ones. We're going to be giving two of these away, okay? I only got one out to show you. So there will be 3 names drawn tonight that will win. I can see it. Yes, Linda Wilson. I'm glad that you got moved and everything. And I want to make sure your name's in here. I can remember the names of some of my regulars that come on. Tom, say something. Does anybody have any questions about our relationship for the last 46 years? I had to add just a few names to the old ones because we had some new regular viewers. She's in Arkansas now, Linda Wilson. We have 19 on. 19 viewers. Cindy said, smile, Tom. Come over here and smile. You know Cindy, Jack Mash's daughter. He found out who you was and he's like, oh, how are you? So anyway, that's what we're doing. We're giving 2 of these brand new bowls away. I went through a lot of my stuff. He's went through a lot of my stuff. And I've just got to get rid of some of this Tupperware because I want to bless people with it. And then, you know, I'm not asking for orders, but if you have an order, I can send it in. But the thing of it is, I want to order more for myself. I want some of their newer gadgets, in which I just got one the other day. So when I have a massive amount of stuff that I don't need to use, then I'm going to bless it. No questions. The love is easy to see. You make it look easy. Well, it hasn't always been easy. We've been through our ups and downs, but you know what? What is your favorite food that Pam fixes? Natalie, Susie's daughter. Do you hear him? He said it's mashed potatoes and homemade noodles. It's his favorite meal that I fix. And that's usually our grandchildren's favorite meal, my daughter's favorite meal. So on the holidays, you know who fixes mashed potatoes and noodles?
Homemade bread.
And homemade bread. He likes the homemade bread, noodles, mashed potatoes. I think that's a meal right there.
I would like corn.
And he likes corn. Good choice, she said. Okay. Since you asked that, I am going to tell you my favorite meal that he fixes, okay? Because he can cook. I like his, what do I like? Oh, yes. I love his deviled eggs. Whenever he makes them, I always sneak some of them. He tells me, get out of them. Okay. Christine Isabel wants to know the favorite dessert you fix. What's your favorite dessert that I fix? Like pies or cakes or whatever. Cookies. I figured he'd say custard pie. He likes the green, it's like a pistachio pudding and the pineapple, crushed pineapple, and the Cool Whip mixed together. What do you call that? But he likes it. He calls it the green stuff. But his favorite, tell him what your favorite pie is I make. I don't know, is it?
Yeah.
Custard. What's your favorite cookie? What you been asking for?
Peanut butter.
Peanut butter cookies. So he's been asking for sugar though.
Favorite cookie, yeah.
Or peanut butter. He loves peanut butter cookies too. So that's his favorite dessert. Watergate salad. That's what it is. Wanda Montgomery said Watergate salad. So that's one of his favorites.
The other one is fried bread, apple butter.
He likes fried bread and apple butter. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. I had a bowl of potato soup about 4 hours ago.
Onion, cucumbers, and vinegar.
He likes onions and cucumbers in vinegar. Christine Isabel says, I love custard pies. Pam learned me how to make it with a show for us. Just love you and watching you cook. I love you too, Christine Isabel. So, we'll go ahead and do one of the things while you're thinking of questions. I keep trying to get you in this and you keep going over that way. You're about to see a fight for 46 years. Okay, let's do one of the bowls. So it's a brand new Tupperware red bowl with a lid. It's never been used. I'm going to let him draw the names. You're all in there, by the way. I'm glad you're back too, Linda. He's got his hand ready here. He's trying to look the other way and grab too. Dropped it. Okay. Wow. Now you picked two, dear. One of them fell. Now what should I do? This one here's the one you had.
I wasn't looking, so I don't know.
He wasn't looking. So we have Vicky Massey. I didn't put your middle name in there. I put Vicky Massey. So you won a red bowl. Okay? Yeah, put her name up there. She won. Any more questions? My favorite thing that he makes is probably his fried potatoes. He makes, well, the deviled eggs I like the best. I could probably wipe them all out in one setting, but he puts things in them, like my relish that I make and stuff like that. Congratulations, Vicky, you won your red Tupperware bowl. Now you can make your grandchildren some stuff in it. Okay, let's go ahead and do this one. This is the other, your little handle with your gadgets, your little whip and peeler and your, man, that thing's sharp, shredder. So you got a handle here and you just use these little gadgets. They all fit on this handle. So you can keep them right up on your cupboard or whatever. And just bring them over to your table and you have each one of them things you could use at once. So here we have this bowl and this, okay? Now, I'm going to let him pick another. Okay, Michelle wants to know how we met. Tell her the truth.
In the bar.
I know, Michelle, he said in the bar. But you're probably thinking, why was you 16, Pam, and in a bar? Well, I was 16 going on 30, I thought. And I was notorious from the time I was 3 years old to run off. I was one of them kids that ran off. You know, I think them kids is ADHD, they call them today, that like runs off and has a lot of energy. Well, I ran off. So in one of my times out, we met in the Kentucky Tavern bar, and I was with my boyfriend, and he was in the bar talking to a woman. I can't tell you what happened. I was not drinking because I didn't drink. I was 16. I went in to play pool. And I looked at him across the room. Something clicked in my heart. So I walked over to him and I said, "Is that your wife?" He said, "No." He probably thought I was crazy. I said, "Are you dating her? Is it your girlfriend?" He said, "No." And I said, "Would you like to come over and sit with me and have your drink?" And all my life I was shy, but I don't know what happened to me right that moment. Well, what I didn't remember was my boyfriend was sitting at the table that I invited him over to. And when you got a spark of love going, you just don't think. You just do whatever your mind tells you to do, or your heart. So that's where we met, and we won't go into the details about the boyfriend and all that, but we ended up together that day. That evening is when we ended up together, and the only time we've been separated is when I was in the hospital having our children, or in the hospital, or now doing things with my grandchildren. So we've been together ever since. That's what happened to me, Kathy. True love. She said, Linda said, that's where I met my husband also, just not the same bar. I was married to my husband 40 years before he passed. So Linda, what bar did you meet? I don't know why I'm even asking you this. What town was it? Yes, Natalie, we definitely was two people that were hurting, and we didn't know it. And every time I get upset with him, or I'm thinking, life's boring or whatever, I think about that night that I looked at him. And I can see him sitting there. And I can see me sitting beside him in that old red, what was it? The red car? The maroon Oldsmobile. See, when you're 16, if somebody's got a car, they're cool. All right? So we ended up together from that night on. Oh, Michelle met Mike, her husband, in church. Well, now we're in church. Our whole life was just turned around, we had our valleys. We had rough times trying to get used to each other, and if we wouldn't have had love, it would have never worked. It would have never worked. But because I loved him, and I knew I did, because I wouldn't just go pick someone out, I knew I did.
It was an attraction, unexplainable.
Right, an unexplainable attraction. So, anyway, it ended up being my choice between my ex and him, and I already had chose him. You was 21 and he was 31. Oh, okay, in 73. Okay, I was 16 and he was 34. But I never liked boys my age, ever. I just never did. Even in school, I was like, they're sissies, you know. And I can't even sit here and explain to you how it was. I mean, we just ended up together from that night on. And we're still here.
Unexplainable, I suppose.
It's unexplainable. So Linda met her in a boathouse. Thank you, Brenda. Did you see his dimples? That was one thing I really liked about him. Turn your head and smile. See that? He's got two of them right here. And that was an attraction. I love dimples. He still got them. He never lost them. So let's get with this here. This one here. My twin married a guy 20 years older, still together since 76. See, it can happen. Age doesn't matter. People said, it won't work, you need to run from him now. People told me, get away from him, run from him, it won't work. What are you going to do when he gets old and he can't do anything? And I said, well, we'll have a rocking chair and I'll rock him. That's what I'll do. And that settled that. I wasn't going to listen anymore. We've been through a lot together and proved ourselves to each other. Hi, Hannah. You're in here. Hi, Polly. Okay, now, try to get one. You got one, you got more, let's see. No, you got two. He's got to get one. I didn't see who it was. Okay. Now he's shaking them. Yeah. He's got one. Okay. Natalie, you won. Natalie. You won this right here. The little gadget thing. If you don't want it, pass it on. If you do want it, this is what you won. Okay? So we'll put that over there with Natalie's name on it, unless she doesn't want it. Yeah. Okay. Now, is there any more questions? Vicki, did you know you won? Congratulations, everyone. We still got one more. We probably have more. I'm sorry it's taken so long because we had planned on doing it sooner. But in the meantime, in between, I have privately sent things to people, okay? So that's why we're doing this one public. Thank you, Polly. We didn't do any great big thing. We just decided to stay home and do this. You're still getting out of there now. You need to get over here. You like me. He says he loves me. It's these chairs. Pull him over here so he can see you. What was your favorite song? Oh. Oh, I forgot to tell you, he's a dancer. That was another thing.
And a record player and a tape player and record player.
All right, Natalie, then we'll make sure you get that, and she's going to donate it to the Ryan Laffey Benefit Saturday. When you get this, I will give you something else to give to them, okay? Just don't let me forget. So, our favorite song,
I would change you if I could.
your eyes, your lips, your pretty smile. I love you as you are. I wouldn't change you if I could. I don't even know how it goes now.
I got it in front there.
Oh, he's got it on the desk. Another one we always dance to, and we danced great together. I mean, we just was right in sync with each other, and we done waltzes and stuff. But one of the songs that he used to dance to me to that I thought was funny was City Girls. What was it? City Girls? City girls like to go out later than country boys or something like that. And we'd play that song and dance to it because I was a city girl. And he was definitely a country boy. Definitely all country boy. I didn't even know hardly what a country boy was, until I met him. Play it for us.
Big radio.
Do you have it on the No, do you have it on paper? Written down. Go get it. But yeah, that was ours. And we still, once in a while, will sing out to each other. I wouldn't change you if I could. And I'll look at him. And one of my songs I always sang to him if I got upset. I don't know. Vicky, he says he's too old to cut the mustard anymore to dance. But one of my songs I used to sing to him when one of the songs I sang was I Can't Help It That I Fell in Love with You. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. So that was another song that we sang to each other. Some of the older ones, but our favorite thing was that one he's going to go get. I Wouldn't Change You If I Could by Ricky Skaggs. So we've been through a lot of dances and a lot of songs, but he will always dance with my mother when we go to anything together and my mother's there. He always dances with her, and it just blesses my heart. And actually, my mother is 10 years older than him, and he's 18 years older than me, so they get along great. And she would dance to Hello, Darling. That's who she loved to hear, is Hello, Darling. Music was always a big part of his life. And our youngest son, he writes his own songs, plays them, and sings them. And we had a guy tell us one time that done a recording for him, said he's never ever seen anybody that could write, sing, and play his own songs. But he has, I think, 16 of them now on YouTube. And some of them are about us. And he just wrote one about me just last week. He sang it to me. So he's very musically inclined. Yep, it was Conway Twitty, Hello, Darling. It's nice to see you. Yeah, and that was their song. They had their own special song too. So, we did dance a lot. We loved to dance. We loved to just do things like that. After we had children, we went out occasionally, but not like we did when we first met, We took off to Florida and lived down there for a while and worked down there. And he taught me how to run a backhoe, and I ran the backhoe, and he put the pipeline in. That's what we did for a job. So, I mean, we've been a lot of places and done a lot of things over the last 46 years. And we know everything about relationship that we could possibly know. And the feelings that you go through, the seasons you go through in a marriage, in a relationship. We've went through a lot of seasons. And, you know, you may be married 20, 25 years, but there's always that extra season that you'll go through. And you're just there for one another. And I noticed with us, through the years, the one thing that happened to us is when something tragic would happen and it would affect us, or a death in the family or anything like that, we always pulled together and loved each other. And it helped us. And that I don't know, you think you wouldn't, but you do. You just pull together and love each other, and it helps you through that hard time. Yeah, Cindy, your dad used to play with Tom. Tom was his buddy. And they would, you know, I would go in there in our cabin in that little kitchen I had, and him and your dad and Tom would just sit and play the guitar together. And they were just buddies. And I bet you do miss that. That's something I miss, you know, hearing him with his buddies, you know, having a good time. My dad did that. When I grew up and seen my dad on the weekends, he always took us out to his brother's houses and stuff, and they played music. They got together. And I think that's what I loved the most about our life, was he did it too. And he liked to play with music. Yes, Polly, it always is a rough time, but we always tell ourselves it's got to get better. It's going to get better. I mean, there's times that I have pulled my clothes out of the closet and thrown them on the bed and said, I'm out of here. I'm done, I'm done, I'm done. Because, you know, I won't tell why, because, you know, he's been married before and stuff. But I just, there's times I just didn't think I could handle it. But I loved him. And I remember the last time I pulled my clothes out, which was only the second time, but it was the last time. And I just thought, I was sick in 2007, and I just didn't almost make it. And the changes that was going on inside me. And I remember saying, Lord, I'm done. And the Lord spoke to my heart, right here. And he said, if you're done, you'll never be back with him. You guys will never get back together. And I put my clothes back in the closet. I said, this is nonsense, Pam. This is nonsense. You should never get so mad or so upset at a man you love or a woman you love that you would just do such a thing. You know, and so there's reasons why people do, but it wasn't reason enough for me. And it was just the medicine they had me on and stuff that made me that way. Well, Eli, I hope and pray that you and your wife does too. And I hope and pray that you exceed anything that we have ever been. Okay? So I hope that you guys do make it, and that you have a child. Take that child and love that child, and let him see you love your wife. Because if he sees you respecting his mommy and loving her, and he sees you, I guess it's a boy, I think it is, right? And if he sees his mommy respect the daddy and things like that, it's going to just make him grow into this beautiful fruit tree, and it's going to have healthy, beautiful fruit on it, and people's going to see. We don't see that much anymore in life at all. We don't see it. So make yourself be one of them. That makes it. You can't find it? Okay. Come on back over. He can't find it right now, Vicky, but he said when we go live again together, he will have the player and everything ready and we'll sing it for you. But he has to have time to get things ready. Wow, Eli Jr., huh? So we're going to do one more bowl. It's all right. I told him that we would do it when we got together again. You think we'd remember doing it all them years, but you know, you get older, you forget a few words.
Anyway, we'll get ready. At least we'll know to get it ready.
That's good, Eli. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do another bowl way in case somebody has a question or something. And it does sometimes, Polly. Tom was in 4 marriages before me. And she said it took her 3 relationships and 2 kids to find her husband. And sometimes you're just meant to be, you know. Sometimes you're not. So this is the second bowl we will be giving away. Now, if your name is called, now Natalie will pick hers up because she's going to donate it. But if I have to send, like Vicky, I have to send yours out. So I need your address privately. Okay, here we go. Yep, he's got one. Okay, yeah, but it works, doesn't it? Okay, I don't know if Dodie Prater is on here or not. Dodie Prater, you are the winner of the second bowl. Put that over there. So we will be doing this again because we have stuff and new stuff. I was just showing my sister-in-law a new thing that Tupperware come out with that I got, and I haven't even had it. I took it out of the box to show her. I can bring it. What are you talking about, Vicky? You can bring it. I won't mind at all. What's that mean? I just put all your names in that has been watching my videos and stuff. They're all in here, and I keep them in here. And that way, whoever won, their name goes out, and the rest of them stay in. So eventually, everybody will win. But I do randomly send things out to people. Okay, I just recently, like 2 months ago, I sent something to somebody, and so randomly I just send things out privately, then I don't tell everybody. Oh, I can bring it. Where are you at? She wants us to bring it. She said she'll cook for us and make us a cake. All you gotta do is make the cake and have some milk or something there and coffee. I'd love to do that. But I think right now I'm going to have your address. privately. And I'll send you your bowl. I usually, like when I send them, it'll get to you within 3 to 5 days. I've never had a problem, except the one I sent out of the country. It took 2 months. But anyway, it shouldn't take you very long. I think you're in Kentucky, right? Or Tennessee. It shouldn't take too long because I do the box, the flat rate, and it usually sends pretty fast. We'd love to meet all of you too. Every time I cook something, I think, if I just had these ladies around the table, we could have a wonderful time. And we can make Tom play his piano organ for us and sing and all that stuff. Eli, send me your address privately. But anyway, let's see, how does that song start out? The chorus goes, I wouldn't change a single thing about you if I could. The way you are just suits me to a T. A princess in a storybook, a king upon his throne. That's what you are, and you belong to me. I wouldn't change you if I could. I love you as you are. You're all that I could wish for if I wished upon a star. An angel sent from heaven. You're everything that's good. I wouldn't change a thing about you if I could. Your eyes, your lips, your tender smile, I'd leave them as they are. And come what may, I wouldn't change a thing. If I were a potter and you a piece of clay, the only thing I'd change would be your name. I wouldn't change you if I could. I love you as you are. You're all that I could wish for if I wished upon a star. An angel sent from heaven. You're everything that's good. I wouldn't change it if I could. I wouldn't change you if I could. Happy anniversary, darling. So there's the song. It just like that came to my heart. It just like that. I couldn't remember it, and I did. So it's in there. It just needed to come up. So God bless you all. Send me your address, Natalie. You don't have to. I will add something to this so you could donate it. And let's see. Dodie Prater and Vicki Massey. I need your address. If I could come and visit you, I would. And Vicki, the next time I go to Tennessee, I will look you up because I do go to Tennessee. I've been there 4 or 5 times. God bless you all. I love you and have a good evening. And remember, the Lord is good.